David Banner.
Can you speak to, really quickly, the importance of black kids attending HBCUs, athletes and students in general?
I think it's important, man, because we're talking about supporting black businesses. What people got to understand is college athletics, especially the revenue sports, football and basketball. Those are black businesses. Let's call it.
The way I understand it, football and basketball pay for everything else.
Everything.
The law school, the architecture school, everything.
Every single thing. It's the front porch to that university.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? So even back in the day with Eddie Robinson and Grambling, Eddie Robinson had over 200 players in the NFL. Everybody talk about these great San Francisco 49ers dynasties with Jerry Rice, but they had another guy over there named John Taylor, who was at Delaware State. You know what I'm saying? So you had a black college wide receiver trio, or duo, for that matter. So
we line 4 up on the line and let them go.
There you go.
Willie
West
Totten.
Coast offense, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's who we are, and we got to understand that it's important because it's who we are, and that was the alternative means of education when they didn't even allow you or want you on their campus. You know what I'm saying? So now it's frowned upon, and I don't know how we got to this point, man, but we need to bring that back.
Tell us about that moment when you stepped on stage and saw a sea full of your people, loving and...
See, you better get emotional, man. It was the first time, my brother, that I've ever felt that you are 100% right in what you're doing. And to see our people, man, that's there for you and the dream in this wonderful academic institution, that all they want is the opportunity to win. Just give them the opportunity. Just put them in the game. They just want the opportunity to win and to unify. And it blew my mind to the point that I'm still, you see it, I'm still just, I'm moved.
So what I was told, bro, that they had some people that came on campus who hadn't been on campus for 50, 60 years.
One thing that people don't understand is we come from very similar backgrounds. Like, how was it in the city for you? Because I know for me, from going from being homeless to people announcing I had a $10 million deal.
It was a lot.
What was that feeling like?
It was surreal at a point, but it wasn't unbelievable. And my dad was always a teacher of, don't be negative, but don't be overly positive. Don't think that things don't go wrong. It's so aggressive. Yeah, that's a lot. You got a lot of pads for that.
I
do. So, it felt good, but I was ready for something to go wrong.
Right.
Because good things don't really happen to us. So it was kind of like, I'm cool.
Right.
Let's do this. I'm watching everybody.
Right.
And I'm also ready to lose this shit, and I will go back to McDonald's, no problem. So, I always kept that happiness about me to where I could still, even to this day, I can still go back to doing the shit for free if somebody say my music is fire. That'll be my payment.
Well, we won't do that. We won't worry about that because, we gonna keep moving.
Nobody wants to do that, but if it came down to it, and somehow I just lost it all, and, family left me or some shit like that, and I'll just go back to writing verses in the room. If somebody tell me it's fire for that day, that's my happiness for the week. I'm good.
So be it. What happened that let you know that you made it? Like, because I remember what happened to me.
I don't, man, I've never gotten the sense that I've made it. I've gotten the sense of where I was in life at the time. It was much better than where I was before. And one day I was getting ready for a show, and I had a fucking fire outfit. Outfit was just out of control. I was getting dressed in my room, and it was time to go. And I walked by the full-length mirror, and I stopped to look at the outfit, and I was like, fuck, I'm T-Pain. This is crazy. And I just walked out.
How was it for you transitioning from a teen idol to a solo superstar? Being
It
with
was
the group
hell.
That whole that Scott was talking about, that shit switched up quick.
Serious so fast.
It looked like pain went through his whole body.
You know, it was difficult because I didn't really understand, you know, why my fan base and certain people, you know, that enjoy my work as a child prodigy. It's like at one point in time, certain people in my fan base, you know, that I started with, they didn't transfer over because, you know, they thought I was the reason that the group broke up, and they thought so many other things. And just recently, last year when we went on the Millennium Tour, I remember it didn't have anything to do with me, you know, and I was so happy to do that reunion because it closed a chapter for me as a creative artist. You know, I always say, like, you know, growing up in front of the public is hard because, you know, Beyonce was in a group, but they never did it to Beyonce. You know, Justin Timberlake was in a group, but they never did it to Justin Timberlake. You know, Michael Jackson was in a group, but they never did it to Michael, you know, and if they did, I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I was held back in a kind of way, you know, stepping in the space of becoming a man, you know, and I feel like, you know, over the last couple of years, I really finally reached it. Fatherhood definitely helped that. And the tour did as well, you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question though, growing up, it's hard. I mean, you see the percentage rate of the child stars and how they end up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's hard, you know, you have to really be built for this, you know what I'm saying?
With you being a comedian, what keeps a smile on your face when you see what people do in real time?
This man sitting right here to my right. You know, when it first hit, right, my knees did buckle because I said, shit, I did it right. Like, I did it right. I made sure I showed up, and when I showed up, I made sure my shit was right. I did. And my husband took me by my hands and said, because you did it right, it's gonna be okay. And we can't waver. And we're gonna be good. And I trust him. And I believe him. So that's what keeps me going. Because he said, Mama, we're gonna be good. And we keep going. And see, you named all the brothers you studied. Well, I studied some sisters, like Fannie Lou Hamer. I studied some sisters like Ida B. Wells. I studied that sister Claudette Colvin. I studied that sister Hazel Scott. I studied that sister Hertha Kitt. I studied those sisters that took those ass whoopings and said, God damn it, don't die. And then they say, oh, well, you know, no. And Sidney said to me, he said, Mama, it only goes away if you stop talking about it. This has been almost 10 years. It's been almost 10 years. And the story's never changed, and we're not gonna stop talking about it. So when you say what keeps a smile on my face, it's because, and I'll say this to all my boss sisters out there, know your priorities, because they'll get us lost in this game. They'll get us lost in, I wanna be a boss and I wanna be a mogul. And most mogul bitches are lonely bitches. Don't we know them? So I don't wanna be that. I was that. Please hear me. I was, when you opened up the dictionary and you saw boss bitch, they had my picture standing right there with I'm every woman pose, like nigga, try me. And then I met a king. And I realized I had to retire if I wanted to find happiness and find love and learning how to love back. So when you say what keeps a smile on my face through all of this, it's truly this man sitting right here to my right who says, Mama, it ain't personal. It wasn't personal with Dr. King. It wasn't personal with Malcolm X. It wasn't personal with Ida B. Wells. It wasn't personal with Eartha Kitt. Fear is a motherfucker. And when you scared, you don't know how to defend. You don't know how to stand with or next to. So when I have my husband that's saying to me, we good, we good, we good, I believe him, David. So when you say what keeps you smiling, this man right here, and our baby's at home, because I gotta keep that outside world outside. If you let it in, you've lost. You've lost, so that's what keeps me going. I'm a mommy when I'm home. I'm a wife when I'm home. I'm baking cookies, nigga. Listen. Okay. Right? I'm baking, baby. I bakes, okay? Then I go upstairs and I be a wife.
Hey, Karan. I knew it!
What, Lee? What do you want?
Don't you got a new play coming out?
Yes, I do have.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Shots fired!
Wow!
Shots fired!
Wow!
Why is that a shot fired?
Why is that a shot fired?
I'm an actor. I should have a play coming out. I should have something coming out if I'm an actor.
What's your role in this new play?
I play a guy named Sherrod Rutland.
Shake it your ass. Shake it. Dance to a dance.
And my profession happens to be that of an exotic dancer. Yeah.
You gonna be over there shaking his little toot.
Y'all thought I wasn't gonna roll with that? Y'all thought I was not? Y'all thought I was gonna crumble to that pressure?
Don't be shaking his toot.
Wait a minute, let me be clear. Did you think that pressure was gonna do something to me, dog? All you gonna do is make me a hit.
Y'all too, though.
Sucker.
Bro, y'all too. Y'all too gotta.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He went down in the 5th round.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Why did this happen when he here?
Yeah, because my energy too big. It's too big. It's too big. It's reverbing. I'm like the Matrix.
What do we keep going?
We keep going.
Let's go.
We keep going. I stayed in, dog.
Let's go.
Let me ask you a question. Do you eat soup?
Yes, I do.
What do you eat your soup with?
Sandwiches.
What else?
Probably crackers, Ritz.
There it is.
What you say? What's that?
Crackers.
You dirty ass crackers.
Racist motherfucking
cracker.
Shit! I thought that was him.
That was you, Scott. I thought he said you racist. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, excuse me. We all from the South.
He said, "What'd you eat your soup
Fuck
with?"
these crackers.
Nah, real shit, man. They try to put them roadblocks on you, man.
Oh shit, son.
Oh my gosh.
What do you eat with soup?
With soup?
Yeah, like what helps you eat soup?
Not helps you, but what you eat with it? What you typically eat with soup? Crackers.
Yeah! Hey. You know what? Let's welcome him home. Let's welcome him home. Hold on a second. Crackers and black monkey niggas. We coming for your cracker. We coming for your cracker. We want our CX back, you nasty ass cracker. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Do you like soup?
I love soup.
What would you say are some of the things that you eat with your soup?
I usually don't eat anything with my soup.
But when you do, what do you use?
I mean, I guess when I was younger, crackers.
Fucking cracker ass crackers! Fuck these motherfucking cracker ass crackers! You didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that coming. I wasn't ready.
Scott, bro, you gotta hold it a little bit longer, dog. Oh, cracker ass cracker.
I didn't know it was coming.
That's the beautiful thing about having your own shit, old motherfucking cracker ass cracker.
Right after there's a disaster, it's always a great time to fondle yourself.
Wow.
Slowly. Doc, can you say something deep?
Deep?
Deep.
Like deep in the ocean?
He said deep.
What did you say? Like deep in the ocean?
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Oh, don't.
You married now. I'm trying to be with you.
Stay in the light. Stay in the light.
All right, listen,
You are
Sally.
in a room full of dirt bags.
I'm talking about. Should we remind her?
No.
No.
Speak for yourselves.
Let's go.
Black monkey nigga.
Regina, I'm gonna come back.
You don't want to be the person that's giving them the wood. You want somebody else to help you give them the wood.
Well, I don't mind, giving them the wood.
Yeah! Come on in, dog! That's what I want. Sorry. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Would you stop?
It's all good. It's all good. I just
man ain't gonna be able to sell shit if you don't. Okay? Let the man sell his fucking wood. Shut the fuck up.
God, I'm trying to help him sell.
You're
the wood.
not helping him.
How you gonna lay wood if we don't let people understand that it takes you to let people inside the closet? You got to put them in the closet.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize.
Put them in the closet, hang the rod.
Yeah.
My father gave me an assignment one time, man, and the next day he said, "Where's my shit?" And I said, "I ain't done yet." He said, "Well, let me ask you a question. Did you get any sleep last night?"
Ooh, shit.
I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Then you should have gotten my shit done." So there is no excuses, but there ain't no happy story behind it. You do it because you said you were going to get it done. And once you decide, my life is going to be this way, and these are the steps that is necessary to get me to this point, then you just knock them down. You don't need, an exterior event.
Well, you taught us that Goggins, right? That's
David Goggins talks about that. It's got to come from inside. He said motivation is bullshit. It's all about being driven.
Salih,
when you in football practice and you got 2 days going and ain't no crowd in the stands, you got to go anyway.
So you don't think that none of that was Kaepernick's fault for doing that deal where he opted out his contract?
Man, people opt out of contracts all the time.
But I mean, he wasn't playing great. Let's keep it real on the football field.
Look here, man.
Wasn't. And if he would have, you think he couldn't have been a backup nowhere?
Look here, man. I'm no player personnel person. I know enough about football to know that Colin Kaepernick today is better than half of the players that are in.
I disagree.
Okay, well that's a different conversation. We'll go on one of these other shows in the morning and talk about sports.
Like everybody talking all the way funky. Like keep it. He's not now.
Okay,
he wasn't that dude no more. Put that on the fact.
Okay,
but everybody leave that out about it. But at the end of the day, that just wouldn't matter.
Okay,
that is true. But what I will say
is not even true. It's not even true.
Come on, man.
But either way,
who your team? You like the Falcons? Is he better than Matt Ryan? Call a spade a spade. Is he better than Matt Ryan?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't even care.
But my point is this. They knew what they were doing because they saw the people that were around him. It became bigger than football.
Right.
And them white boys knew that. So as much as we want to bring it back down to football, no, they're breaking the spirits of black people. They're breaking the spirits of black people.
Right.
And we can get specific
for profit.
Right. About football or basketball or social justice. They did that, and they did what they did to him purposely because of the rallying that people did. Now, if black people wouldn't have gotten around him, and it wasn't made such a big deal, I don't think it would have went one way or another, or it really wouldn't have mattered to them one way or another. They saw an opportunity to break the spirits of black people and any other player who decided to do anything like him.
He kneeled. Reed playing again? He kneeled. Steals from the Dolphins. He's still playing?
Yeah, because
he kneels.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, but it's example.
No.
I'm not saying that they right.
No.
We all know the NFL fucked up.
Let him explain.
No. If you go back, they're kneeling. But Kaepernick he lost his livelihood based upon him taking a stance, and they did what they needed to do by lynching him.
Mm. And that's all that really matters.
That's all that matters.
Right.
That's what all the other players. We're sitting here. You know what? If you go back and look at when all of the players band together and finally stood for something, it's when they personally got attacked.
Oh, when Trump
when Trump called them SOBs.
Right.
That's when all of them, even Jerry Jones, started to kneel. All of them kneeled. All of the Falcons kneeled.
So it wasn't It wasn't about black people.
It was about them.
It was about them being called sons and bitches.
Okay. What Kaepernick was doing, he was kneeling for everybody else. He wasn't kneeling for himself. He was straight. He was kneeling for everybody else. The players kneeled for themselves. And as long as they stay selfish in that way, as long as the NFL will support them in being selfish for them, they're cool.
So Corey said he wanted me to finish this motherfucking verse. Here you go, Corey. treated like a slave. I get love from the Bay, like the 89 A's. Athletics, and I've been known, bitch, for doing calisthenics. And it's time for me to train. Look, you better lace them J's up. I pray for God, peace, chief, but you can get laid up. Sprayed up, AKs tucked, and I'm hoping that I won't have to bring the chopper out in the open. Roll up like a blunt and let your barrel start smoking. Rip the cover off the chest and vital organs start poking out your shit, bitch. I come from the age of gangster rap, but I pray that I won't relapse and come back. Throw some metal at your head and let your brain take that. To go your whole life spilling and it's landing in your lap. And that's all cause the bullshit spilling out your yap. Or the place where you secretly let dick land at. You're on the low, so let me go and raise the vibration. I got the spirit of a Haitian, but with a lot less patience. This is war, let the French tongue kiss the 4-4. I see a lot of grown men, but pussy seeping out your pores, bitch niggas.
Yeah.
Bitch niggas.
Bitch niggas.
Bitch niggas.
Bitch niggas.
Bitch niggas.
Yeah. Oh, I came from Alabama. Now I'm in Atlanta. Patchwork Studios with my David Banner. All the haters, tell them kiss our ass. The David Banner podcast. Yeah. It's 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 the David Banner podcast. Yeah.
Tommy Nova in this bitch and he hate to use rubbers. He don't like no fucking covers. Ski, motherfucker, ski. Ski, motherfucker, ski. No rubbers. No rubbers.
No rubbers.
No rubbers.
No rubbers.
No rubbers.
Just a bunch of babies running around.
No rubbers. No rubbers.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Everybody shook. Corey don't like rubbers. He like to let the dogs look. He like to let the dogs look. Hey. He like to let the dogs look.
If you're lucky. Pull out time gotta be immaculate, you know what I'm saying?
The David Banner Podcast, y'all. We love y'all. Peace.